like, you sitting in the sun sometimes and just changes color sometimes. That's what I thought it was. But like I was investigating, this one coming from the scalp, it's gold. It's not gray. This joint is gold and it's coarse. It's so weird.
Ain't no gold. Why? You
I
just...
swear, oh my God, I swear. All right, hey guys, my name is Julie. Welcome to Conversations with Julie. And today I'm going to sit and talk with one of my good friends. Her name is Tahira. And we've been friends for like 6, 7, 8, 9. It's been years. It's been a couple of years. Let's just jump right into it. So Tahira, what's been up, girl?
Wow, it's been up. My eyes have been open since February. No, when did I find out? I'm just going to just jump into it. Well, I have a baby. I have a son.
That's son. That's son. Yeah.
I have a
Hercules.
I'm a mom. So if I talk about what it's like being a mom, am I like saying like the real deal?
Real.
Or
give us a conversation. Get your wine on. Let's go.
If DHS is listening. Because it is bittersweet.
Okay, and that's okay. And I'm okay with it.
It is bittersweet. It is bittersweet. No doubt, by far, without question, the greatest love in human form.
Oh.
Without question.
Okay.
And I say that obviously because I feel like God is the greatest love. But that's in the spirit. But in the human form, the greatest love you will ever experience. If you do not feel that after giving birth, something is very wrong. But it is by far indescribable. That I can't even put into words the unconditional love, and it's intense. It's almost overwhelming, and it's a very scary love. And I've felt this type of scary love with another person other than my child before, but this one is a whole different type of fear because you just don't want nothing to ever happen to them ever.
Oh, right.
You don't want them to hurt. You don't want them to cough. You don't want them to have stomach pains. You don't want them to cry. That thing is crazy. At the same time,
let's get into it. Let's get into the thick of it.
At the same time,
really don't want to be talking about out here in these streets.
At the same time, it is hard. It is tiring. It is demanding. You will lose your shit.
Lose it.
If you do not, you really have to even when those 20 minutes when they're sleeping, you really got to get yourself together because you will lose your shit. The postpartum, that just like this corona that thing is real. It's no joke. And there's levels to it. Like when you hear about postpartum depression, you think about, you go far thinking about the people who when they first saw their baby, they didn't want to touch him, or they don't feel connected to their baby. No, I never felt that. I was obsessed with Hunter the day I heard his voice. I was obsessed with him. So it's not that, but you have these moments. I don't know where they come from. You really don't. You have these moments like, oh my goodness, I cannot do this. When they're screaming at the top of their lungs, you want to fling them.
Oh my God.
Across the room. And if anybody does not admit that.
Right. Period.
You want to literally do a 3-point. You don't care where they land. You don't care. It is that. But then after you make that shot,
right,
you're gonna run and go get them. Make sure they're okay.
Right.
But it is bittersweet. Is the bitter is for sure for me. The bitter is like 17%.
Okay.
The other 4 plus 4. What is 4 plus 4? 16. What is 4 plus 4? No, the other, what is this? 17. What 83%. I am obsessed with him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back to when I mentioned our medical conditions, yes. Me, Julie, and I share, some reproductive system issues. Mm-hmm. I'll let her elaborate on hers. Me, myself, I deal with uterine fibroids, like a lot of African American women do, that's another conversation. But I dealt with fibroids before, mm-hmm. during my pregnancy, and still.
Yeah, because I remember you had the surgery to get the blood clots through your thighs and stuff.
So, and it's crazy because when I first got my menstrual, my cramps were horrible. Mm-hmm. But I thought that came with the process. And I got my menstrual, I was maybe 12. Now, when a fibroid...
So I was 15.
Really? Yeah. I never forgot. I was so hyped telling everybody.
Why?
That's weird. I got my period.
What? Weirdo.
I got my period. My birthday tomorrow. I got my period. But no.
Oh my God.
But I do recall.
I was not trying to have a conversation about, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was hyped. I don't know why I was so hyped. I recall my period, my cramps being terrible, but I thought that came with the process.
Right.
Now fibroids, when they first begin to grow, and of course, if everybody don't know, they are non-cancerous tumors.
Yes.
That grow in your uterus. But when they begin to grow, they could be as small as a grain of rice. Once I realized that I had fibroids, I was just casually in my bed one day, and you ever seen the meme on Instagram or Facebook where somebody, when you be on the phone doing random stuff, mm-hmm. when you be talking to that one, and you be doing random stuff like twirling the silver pan with your feet, or the microwave
up, right, vacuum in your walls.
So I really feel like I was having one of those moments, and I just happened to turn over, mm-hmm. while I was on the phone and felt something in my stomach. So remember, a fibroid starts off like a grain of rice. Mm-hmm. So if I felt something,
that means it had been there for a while.
This thing has been growing for a very, very long time. Yeah. And I never made it known to my doctor because I legit thought that cramps came with the package. Mm-hmm. I thought that was a part of flow.
Right.
Horrible cramps. No, not just cramps, but horrible cramps. I really believe that.
Debilitating, can't move, back hurt.
I thought that was just the.
Right.
I thought, so I never, it was not, anytime I got, you don't really get a pap smear after you're 21. And it's every 3 years.
I got a pap smear when my period started.
Yeah, you did?
Mm-hmm.
I think I started to get, I think I got mine after I had sex.
Okay.
And we don't about to talk about that. When that happened.
That's a private conversation.
Another conversation. But even with the pap smear, pap smear is every 3 years or something like that. So in between your pap smears, unless it's an issue.
3 years, because I was definitely doing my pap smears every year, and I still do my pap smears yearly.
Unless it's an issue, unless you have Say it again.
I've been getting pap smears with the same person yearly since I was about 15.
Yeah, unless it's an issue, it isn't normally yearly. Mm-hmm.
I guess I got issues because I've been going.
I mean, if you want to schedule a pap smear, you can just get one, but it isn't something that you have to. I mean, of course, I go to the doctor every year. On my pap smear, I don't have to get that every year. But anyway, the time, and again, I never reported to my OB/GYN that I had an issue, but until I rolled over my bed and felt something, something was stopping me from rolling over.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what the heck? So when I go to the doctor, and she says, oh, wow, your uterus is enlarged. I want you to get an MRI. Go get an MRI. Finds out I have 3 fibroids. One in particular was 13 inches. Yes, the size
That's
of a huge,
right?
The size of a huge baby.
Yeah. Okay,
so that was 2016, right? When I found out about the fibroids. So at that time, I was 32 years old, and the doctor gave me 3 options. I can either get them removed, I can either get them embolized, which means to basically stop the blood from going to my uterus, because blood is what feeds the fibroid, and that's what makes them live, and that's what makes them grow.
Right.
Getting them embolized is non-invasive. You don't even have to get put to sleep for that. Yeah, so it was either that or you can get a hysterectomy.
And that was not an option. You considered it. You considered a hysterectomy at 32?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because this is how I knew where my mind was at that time. Because when they mentioned hysterectomy, I did not freak out at all.
Because you had already set in your mind that you weren't going to be able to have kids.
I settled in my mind that I was not having children at all. And to be perfectly honest, the only reason why, because let me think, because I was 32. I'm still not married. I was in a relationship, but the relationship wasn't that promising that I was willing to make life decisions for it.
Okay, that makes sense.
It wasn't that, it wasn't that solid that I was ready to say, you know what, I know for a fact that we want to have children. We never even had that conversation. Okay. So at that point,
let's be honest. Let's put it all out there.
So whatever decision that I was going to make was going to be for me.
Okay.
And to be totally honest, the only reason why I chose to do the embolization, the only reason, it wasn't even because I still wanted to have children. The only reason why I did it was because I didn't want another scar, which is crazy because I have a scar now anyway.
Yeah, because you have a scar, but then you also had not issues, but you also had medical things growing up.
Yeah, when I was 2 years old, I had cancer in my kidney, and in my right kidney, and they ended up. So I only had one kidney. Ended up removing a kidney. And I have a huge scar from my belly button to the middle of my back. I didn't want another scar. I just didn't want to. So I said, let's just do the embolization. And I was okay with my fibroids shrinking over time. Now, when I talked to my doctor and she said, okay, well, if you go with the embolization, I'm like, now you are lowering your risk of getting pregnant, because there's no blood going to the uterus. So if you get pregnant, a baby is not going to survive in there. So I said, okay.
Let's go.
Again.
Because you had already settled on I'm not having kids. Right.
I never even I don't know what my disconnect was with giving birth.
Mm-hmm.
I never even prayed about it. I never even went to God. I never even went to God like,
I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
Really?
I never had a conversation with God like, God, if you can please just allow me to have, because I don't know. I can't. I don't know, girl. I just really just
interesting. I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just really thought that it just wasn't for me.
Okay.
And got the embolization. It was horrible. It was horrible.
I can imagine.
The healing process was horrible.
That's the thing they don't tell you. They don't tell you that part.
Yeah, that it's terrible. You so like I said before, you're not even put all the way to sleep. You're under, it's called a twilight anesthesia, where you're out of it, but you're still awake. So I didn't feel everything, but I felt cramping the whole time. It was only an overnight stay, which is another reason why I wanted to do that, because with a hysterectomy or removing the fibroids, that would have been like a whole, that would have been just a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I remember when I went to my recovery room, I was still numb down there, and it was to the point where I couldn't even use the bathroom, and they had to give me a catheter. Like, it was terrible.
Oh, girl. See, this is why I won't get my teeth pulled. I won't get my teeth pulled. Like, I'm not relating that. I know.
Girl, if you don't get them teeth pulled,
they are not bothering me. They're in the back of my mouth. I don't have any issues.
They need to go.
Like, I don't want a catheter because I got my teeth pulled. I don't want that to happen.
Why would you get a catheter if you get teeth pulled?
That's just what I jumped to. I jumped to that.
So, like, I just had to knock you out real quick. So anyway, let's just skip to after the embolization, and I began to heal. Once I began to heal and feel better, I was like, okay, maybe it was worth it.
Yeah.
Fibroids are shrinking at this point. But remember.
So wait, question. So after you gotten your procedure done, did the cramps like go away? Did your period become lighter? So okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My period. It took. I will say my body didn't reset until like 6 months. Initially when I did a lot of research on the procedure, initially I thought that I really did think that they was going to shrink like that. They don't. It is literally over time that they shrink. My period to this day is now only 3 days.
I've always been 3 days, 3 to 5.
See,
5 is long for me.
No, my period was 7 days.
Okay.
7 days heavy. Now it's only 3 days. I don't get cramps at all anywhere, so it definitely was worth it for sure. But I'm trying to think, how do I
how you transition into this conversation?
Yeah, how was transition? So
you're an adult. You're an adult, and you were doing adult things.
So
we all know how it happens. We're going out here on these streets.
Yes, okay.
We know how it happens.
Let's just go. Let's go ahead. Just dig on in there.
Okay.
So yes, I am an adult, and I was participating, in sexual behavior. Me and my partner at the time, we made sure that all was well. So
that's the first step. Don't be out here in these streets just going willy-nilly. We need to be on the same page about what's going on between you guys, because we got to be safe. At the end of the day, we still have to be safe. We're not just out here,
Yes.
legs spread open. That's not the way we're doing it.
I will never ever promote unsafe sex.
Ever. No, never.
I will never promote that. But that did happen on Super Bowl night. Okay. February 4th, 2019.
Okay.
I had unprotected sex.
Mm-hmm.
And
call a spade a spade.
Woo! It was it was great.
Okay.
But anyway,
if I could,
that's because you was in Master's house.
I can't.
The people who was in the house have gold hair. The people who was in the field have white hair.
No, I'm about to go in my bathroom and